Imagine you're on your deathbed, and standing around your deathbed are the ghosts representing your unfulfilled potential, the ghost of the ideas you never acted on, the ghost of the talents you didn't use, and they're standing around your bed, angry, disappointed, and upset. They say, we came to you because you could have brought us to life, they say. And now we have to go to the grave together. So I ask you today, how many ghosts are going to be around your bed when your time comes?
$287. That's not terrible. It's definitely been worse. At least it's under $3. Oh jeez. This setup that I have now is not gonna work. I pretty much have my little baby tripod wedged in between the seat and the console, the middle console, which isn't bad. You know, it's kind of working, but it's the head for it, this tripod, is extremely loose, so it's not very steady at all. So I'm kind of having to hold it steadier with my right hand, which probably isn't the safest option, but hey man, no risk, no worry, right? So I'm on the way to a shoot that's about an hour away. Most of my shoots that I have to drive a little bit away. Hope the road noise, I don't know how loud the road noise is compared to just my voice. I hope it's not too overpowering, but I don't have the quietest car, unfortunately. One day I will, you know. But right now, that's what it is. It feels so weird to turn this camera back on and be filming myself again, and to be talking to the camera. Yeah. So it's December 5th today is. The GTA 6 trailer is supposed to come out today, but it actually came out early. It came out yesterday afternoon. But as we wrap up the end of the year, I've been putting this video off for quite some time. I've gone through a lot of different scripts, revisions, different ideas, changes, delays, many delays. But you know, the other day I just realized that I'm gonna keep putting it off because I want it to be perfect and I want everything to be done a certain way. And I'm just delaying. I'm not getting anything done. You know, the more I keep putting it off, the more I keep thinking about it, the more I keep being in my head about it, I'm not actually getting anything done or moving forward at all. So I just decided, like, you know what? I'm just gonna turn the camera on, and whatever happens, happens, and I'm gonna post it. You know. So we're gonna see what this series becomes, but for now, it's just gonna be me turning on the camera and pretty much just going. You know, it will be good accountability for me because I'll have to show y'all. You know, I have to show that I'm actually using my time efficiently not sitting around scrolling, distracting myself, being lazy. That's what I've been doing these last couple of months. It's kind of crazy because everybody wants to get a viral video and for their channel to blow up quick. And that's what happened to me in this channel here. And it actually made me feel less motivated more than ever. Because to instantly get that level of success and instantly get that reward without really having to put much work into it, it gave me a false sense of success. It made me feel like I accomplished my goals. It made me feel like I accomplished something big without really doing that much. And I started to realize that over time, and it kind of just made me feel bad about myself. It was good at the start. I was really excited. I was really on top of it. But truth be told, when the cameras were off, I wasn't really always the same person. Obviously I'm the same person, but when the camera was on, I felt the need to play a character of, I'm super on top of things. My life is figured out. I'm locked in. I'm dialed in. We all getting at it together. That was the character that I felt the need to put on. But it was never me. To some degree, obviously, it was me. But the motivation isn't always there, obviously. The discipline isn't always there. And it also happened to be at a time when my channel popping off and that video blowing up also happened to be at a time where I got extremely busy with my freelance work, which wasn't a bad problem to have, but it was hurting the time that I could put into my content creation and my videos, which I can only really use that as a crutch so much because there was plenty of time in the day. I just didn't have a good time management, and I didn't use my time efficiently and effectively. And I was kind of using that to cope. Like, I'm just so busy with everything else. I'll get back to it when I get back to it. But really, I didn't want to show up because I felt bad. I really felt bad about myself because I wasn't showing up for y'all. I wasn't showing up for the people who I was interacting with, who was in my live streams, who were in my Discord, who were really, rooting for me. And I kind of just felt like I let them all down. And that comes back to the problem of me trying to live for other people's validation and other people's approval, right? That which is where that the character of wanting to be Mr. Perfect, wanting to be on top of things, sort of came from. It's because people like that guy. People want to aspire to be that guy. But truth be told, I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy, pal. Not right now. I still struggle with I still have vices. I still can get very lazy. I still can get very depressed, and I still experience all these normal human emotions and feelings that we all do. But I didn't want to put that on camera. And these past few months where I've just been in this rut, really, of not knowing what I want to do with my life, not knowing what I want to do with this channel, not really being clear about my vision or direction for everything. It really just put me further into that hole I was in of just wanting to hide. I was really trying to hide from my problems instead of facing and overcoming them head on, which is why I'm here today. The year 2023 is over, right? It's gonna be 2024 in a month, and I'm still not where I wanted to be by this time last year. I envisioned myself in a much different, much better situation that I'm in, and I'm not there. And I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that. It happens. But it happened to me because I ultimately didn't hold myself accountable, and I didn't take the necessary actions that I needed to get that life that I envisioned myself living today. I didn't give it everything that I could have. I didn't give it nearly anywhere close to enough that I could have. And I don't want to live in that regret anymore. That's been the story. It's been that way for the past few years, and it's time to break that cycle, man. It really is. And this time, I don't want to just say it to sound good, say it to make myself feel, like I'm really doing something this time. I just want to really do it this time. And obviously, I know actions speak louder than words, so I just have to let my actions show for it, and whoever's around to see it will see it, and whoever's not won't be. But still, I'm not living for the validation or to prove anything to anyone but myself. I'm not here to tell you or show you how to live and become the person you want to become, because I don't even know how to live and become the person I want to become yet. So I can't really tell you much right now. Hopefully one day I'll have some more wisdom and insight on things like that. But for now, this is just going to be me figuring it out. And it's not always going to be pretty. It's not always going to be polished or perfect. And that's okay. I think it's actually better that way. Social media is in a weird spot right now where there's so much of the fake, so much of the facades and scripts. Everything can be very how you say that word? Algorithmic? I don't even think I said that right. For the algorithm, right? People are doing what they do because they know it's gonna get clicks, they know it's gonna get attention, they know it's gonna get likes. And I never wanted to be a channel like that, which is another reason why I was getting a lot of emails and messages from when my channel was starting to get some traction, getting some pull from a lot of people trying to edit for me, trying to work for me, trying to do something for me in some way to, make my channel the most appealing to the algorithm. But I don't really care that much about being appealing to the algorithm. I want to appeal to the people who this message resonates with. I don't want to do a bunch of 5,000 jump cuts and edits and GIFs and captions here to hold your attention. if I'm not able to hold your attention just by me being me without having to do all these fancy gimmicks and tricks and retention keeping tactics, then that's fine. You know, I know there's somebody out there that's gonna resonate and that's gonna watch, and even if it's just 10 people that this message helps, you know. I know it's more though. I know it's more because I see there's a shift happening. People are longing for the real because it's been such a hard because it's been such a drastic pull in the direction of just content. Because it's been such a drastic increase of just mindless content just to be mindless. Drama content here, you know, somebody's fighting this person, somebody's talking about this person, somebody did this happened here. It's all for entertainment, and it's all for just the show, really. But there's really not much value outside of it. You don't really gain or learn anything or become a better person by watching it. And I'm definitely not trying to be that type of creator. You know, I want people to watch me and feel like they got something of value out of it. Even if it's just a guy that's relatable, somebody that's in the same situation or similar situation as them. So it's time to return to the real. It is time to return to the real, man. And for all you guys that have been here since day one, since I had I think I'm probably gonna hit 7,000 subscribers soon. I might lose a bunch because of this new direction the channel's going in. You know, this isn't going to be an SMMA channel, by the way. There's plenty of other dudes out there that know a lot more about SMMA and have a lot more experience. And that's the other thing, man. I made that video as an SMMA, like just trying out SMMA as a beginner and just posting it, not expecting anything. And people immediately sort of put me on a pedestal of authority and were reaching out and asking me questions and looking to me for advice and help, when I'm like, hey man, I'm trying to figure it out myself. You know, I don't know the best way to book meetings or close people on deals, or I don't know. And to be frank, to be honest, I don't really want to know. I don't really care that much. It doesn't excite me anymore. I don't need to be making $10,000 a month from SMMA. I'm doing fine with what I'm doing now financially. I need to figure out how to find purpose in my life. You know, I'm not really concerned right now with making $10,000, $20,000 a month in my SMMA. Like, yeah, that'd be great, obviously, but that's a whole business. You know, I'd be running. That's a whole other thing that I'd have to do, and that I'd have to pour into, and that just doesn't give me the fulfillment, honestly. Like meeting with people, trying to book meetings, trying to do outreach, trying to land clients, trying to sign deals. That just doesn't excite me. What excites me, honestly, is doing what I'm good at, which is making videos. And yeah, it's probably not gonna pay the same. But that's fine. What excites me is making videos, honestly. putting on the camera and just being myself is what excites me. Being able to share my life, if it's just a piece of it, with you all, and being able to inspire or help you in some way. And to all the people that send me messages or DMs or emails and comments about how I helped you or you enjoyed my video, I really appreciate it. And I apologize for my unresponsiveness and lack of attention. It was honestly just kind of overwhelming. It was overwhelming because I immediately was able to make an impact that I couldn't imagine making so fast. But I think God has given me this platform, this opportunity for a reason. Not to put myself out there as somebody who's got it all figured out, because that was the plan. That was the plan originally, was to step away for a little bit, lock in, get stuff figured out, and then I'll come back and then I'll show y'all how great things are going. I don't think God wanted it to go that way because things aren't there yet. To be honest, like this is one of the lowest parts of my life. This is one of the lowest I felt in a while. Whether it's emotionally, I don't think God wanted me to turn the camera on and be this perfect guy in front of it, and I didn't want to do that. I thought that's what's gonna work out the best. That's what's gonna get people to trust me and to like me if I can show that I got stuff figured out. But I think it's the opposite. I think right now people are longing for someone who's real and who's honest on the online, because there's so much negativity and there's so much deception out here. And I'm not here to deceive anybody. And this morning I was reading my Bible. I was reading Proverbs 10, and it was talking about how really just the difference between how God blesses the righteous versus the unrighteous. Even financially, I think as a Christian, for as long as I kind of had the mindset of God doesn't like money. He doesn't want you to really have money or be too successful. But the Bible straight up says that hard workers become rich. Lazy people are not rewarded. Those who lay around all day and distract themselves with mindless and fruitless activities are not rewarded. And obviously I can see that. Obviously I've lived that. I've been that lazy person. I'm still sometimes that lazy person. I think we all are to some degree. So this is going to be my journey of really stepping out of that and becoming the hardworking and driven man that God wants me to be. And I hope it inspires you to do the same. Because I know a lot of you guys, like myself, have big visions, have big aspirations for yourself in your head. You see yourself doing great things and making a positive impact on the world. But you got to take action on it. You got to take action. It's one thing to have the ideas, to have the vision, to have the motivation, to watch self-improvement YouTube and sort of participate in the religion of self-improvement as an idea, but it's another thing to actually live it out and act on it. And that's where I'm at now. 2024, I'm not trying to just talk about it. I'm not trying to just dip my toes in and take it one day at a time. I'm trying to go full into unlocking my full potential. And I know I'm not perfect still. I know the road will still be bumpy. But I'm never gonna fall over and let myself quit again. But I guess I never truly quit. I mean, obviously, if I'm back here today, I never quit. But I did start to adopt the mindset of just like, oh, I'm going through this patch right now. I'm going through this rough rut right now, and it's just I'm just gonna sort of just live in this for a little bit. Nah, man. Even for making this video, I was thinking, okay, I'm gonna come back at the beginning of the year, and then I'm gonna start. But no, I still felt it on my heart to start now, start today. And I hope you do the same. I hope you do the same, man. You don't wanna watch your life go by, watch your months, your weeks. You don't wanna watch your days, weeks, months, years go by, and you're still waiting. You're still just dipping your toes in. You're still just doing small bursts of self-improvement and taking care of what you need to take care of. Because it's a marathon. It's not a race. All right, that was a pretty decent yap sesh for today. I don't really got much to say else. I don't really have much else to say right now. So I'll pick it back up at my shoots. Adapter. I feel like you like for some of my captions, you just have to make sure they're a little bit higher up.
That's the tricky thing for
Pretty easy shoot day. Pretty easy shoot day. I ain't mad at it. I'll take it. Alright, so it's about 8 hours later, and I am now leaving the shoot. I really hate how dark it gets these days. I mean, I know it happens. It's winter, daylight savings, whatever, but the fact that it's only 5:30 and it's pretty much pitch black outside, almost, can't stand it. But what are you gonna do, man? Shoot went well. It was pretty smooth, pretty simple, pretty easy, pretty low stress. Those are the ones that I like. It's really just the people that you work with too that make or break a gig. And guys I was working with today, I've been working with them for a couple of years now, really. And it's always a good time with Mario and Sam. It's funny, when I was leaving, Mario had told me that he actually came across. So I made a video kinda around this time last year, I made a video about, it was called like how to something about New Year's resolutions, essentially. And it's not on this channel, obviously, totally different channel. But I think it did all right. I don't know, I got a couple thousand views, nothing too crazy. But a few people have just like randomly come across it, and God, the fact that it's out there and I posted it, I'm glad I did. But looking back on the things I was talking about, yeah, the habits and the advice that I gave in that video, I didn't do a great job at following it myself. So, that's kind of the predicament we're at now. But it's all good, man. Not gonna look back on the past and dwell on it. Just gonna move forward and do better next time. We're gonna do better next time, man.